Hello, hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to Tuesdays for our Soulful Abundance training. I'm so excited to have you guys here. And if you are joining me live today, go ahead and just pop in the chat for me down below that you're here. So if you are here inside of Substack, if you will just give me a hashtag Substack, I would love to see you. If you're in Facebook, if you would just give me a hashtag live FB or hashtag replay FB. That way I know that you're here. Come say hello to me. I want to see you. I want to answer your questions today. We are diving into some juicy stuff today, y'all. So here's the backstory, and I am so excited to dive in this. So yesterday I was working with some of my clients, and I decided that I was just going to do a random audit of about 20 different coaches' Facebook profiles to see if it was clear who it is that they support, what it is that they work with, is their messaging like actually attracting the right people into their ecosystem. I also did an exercise inside of our Facebook group, and I asked people to share or to fill in the blank, I help blank in 10 words or less. And what I found was that 90% of the coaches could not do that. They were completely unclear with who they're actually helping. And I thought, holy cow, like we got to get this dialed in, y'all, because if you're not clear who it is that you help and how you actually can communicate what it is that you're doing to people, then that is going to affect everything, right? Like that affects your confidence, that affects your energy. It also affects what it is that you're sharing and how it is that you're showing up and where you're being visible and all of that stuff, right? So we need to get these dialed in, you guys. So, number one, I saw that 90% of you have no idea how to actually talk about what it is that you do and how it is that you help people. And then I did an audit of people's Facebook profiles, and I was gobsmacked. That's a good word, isn't it? I was gobsmacked, and not in a good way, because when I was looking at everybody's profile, I was having to like scroll and scroll and scroll to even find any mention that they were a coach, whether it is that they were a health coach or a life coach or an intuitive coach or a holistic practitioner or what it was that they were doing. And there was such a lack of visibility that I was like, holy cow, I have to do a training on this because we really just, if people can't find you, they can't work with you. And if people don't see you, you don't get paid. You don't have paying clients, right? So it's so fascinating because what I hear, and you guys might have been hearing this too, is that there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, AI is going to do this, and social media doesn't work here, and the algorithm isn't working here, and everybody's leaving Facebook, and this doesn't work anymore, and social media. And I'm like, ho. Like, can we put the brakes on for a moment and really analyze things and take a look at what is the real problem? Because we can't find a solution to lack of clients until we actually take a look at, all right, what is the actual problem here? And what I found doing my research, doing these audits, having conversations with many coaches that want to create not just a six-figure business, but they want to really create a beautiful boutique six-figure business. And a boutique business is between 100K to 500K a year with high profit margins, very lean team, like maybe a private VA. You don't have to worry about making payroll, plenty of time freedom. And what I'm seeing is that y'all, people can't find you. Like nobody knows who you are, what it is that you're doing, and how they can work with you. And this is marketing 101. Like this is basic stuff. Like if you're not doing this, if people can't find you, there is absolutely no way that you can have a six-figure business. So I really want to focus on three shifts that you can start making today, right away, as a matter of fact. Like this is something that you want to get on quicker than quick. We do not want to wait with this because there are people that are looking for you. And the problem is not AI, and the problem is not social media. The problem is actually y'all aren't showing up. You're not showing up. And, I had a little bit of tough love today inside of the Success Studio because I was like, you guys, like, what's going on here? Like, Come on, we got to get you guys going. We got to get you in front of people because there are people looking for you. There are people that need you. There are people that are actually wanting to invest in having their problem solved by you. But if they can't find you, they can't pay you, they can't work with you, they can't get their transformation, they can't get the results that they need to live happier, healthier lives. So let me go ahead and dive in here. I'm just going to pop up my notes really quick. Let me grab them so that I can make sure that I am sharing all the juicy goodness with you. By the way, if you want the notes that I'm covering, which is the 3 visibility shifts that create paying clients, please pop notes in the chat. Even if you're watching the replay, and I will make sure that you get the show notes for this because this is really important. I want you guys to actually walk away with something practical and tangible so that people can find you. So let me just kind of preface this. If you want a 6-figure coaching business, people have to know 3 things. Okay. They need to know, number 1, that you exist. Number 2, they need to know what it is that you are actually doing. And they need to know how they can actually get results. Okay, so number 1, they need to know you exist. They need to know what it is that you do. They need to know how you can help them get the results. And right now, there are way too many coaches out there that are invisible. People that are saying, I'm struggling. I can't find clients. I can't find paying clients. And y'all, the truth is that they are everywhere. Your clients are everywhere. They are looking for you. They want to invest, to work with you, but they can't find you. And here's what I want to also say. Visibility, being visible, I want to share, like, look, visibility is not about being an influencer. It's not about dancing on TikTok. It's not about, vanity or getting, a certain number of likes. Look, visibility is how trust gets built. People need to see you. They need to find you. It's how relationships begin. And it's how people find the support that they are searching for. Okay? So visibility is not vanity. Visibility is actually you helping people raise their hand so that they can find you and you can find them and you can actually build trust, start some relationship building, and actually help people with the problems that they're struggling with. Okay? So again, if you want the show notes here, go ahead and pop notes in the chat and I will make sure to share my PDF with you. Again, it's not an opt-in page. It's not a landing page. I'm just going to share the show notes with you. Okay, so number 1 is in these 3 visibility shifts that create paying clients is you have to stop posting randomly and start posting with a clear message. When I was doing profile audits yesterday, I saw a lot of memes. I saw a lot of sharing songs. I saw a lot of sharing other people's like YouTube videos and things like that. But I still don't know what it is that they were doing. As a matter of fact, out of the 20 audits that I did, there were only 2 people out of all 20 that I actually knew what it is that they were doing from their posting. So you have to stop posting randomly. You have to actually show up with a clear message. And if someone lands on your profile today, they need to immediately understand who you help, what the problem is that you are actually solving, and the result that you help create. So visibility, just being visible, just posting randomly does not create clients. It actually creates confusion. People don't know what it is that you do. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. They have no idea they can work with you. They probably don't even know that you're a coach. So instead of posting random inspirational quotes, memes, food photos, vague motivational content, I want you to start sharing what you actually help people with, the client struggles that you actually solve. And look, you can do this really easily by sharing stories of, hey, when I worked with this client, this, person was struggling. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation with one of my private clients today, and she was like, oh my gosh, I just got this really great testimonial from one of my clients who really struggles with getting good sleep. And she sent me a text. She said she had gone camping over the weekend. And what she did is she took the download, the meditation that my client had created for her client, and she popped her headphones on and she was able to fall asleep immediately. So if you are somebody who's helping people, like my client's helping people get good sleep, then you have to actually share stories of client struggles that you're actually solving so people can identify. Okay. You have to also talk about the transformation that you create. This isn't like buy my 90-day program. It's like, here's some stories, here's some examples of how I've helped people move from where they are on Pain Island, where they're struggling, to where it is that they are now. Right. So you have to actually share these transformations and these shifts. And it's really, really easy to do. You can do it through stories. You can do it through educating. You can do it through conversations that are actually positioning you as the guide. Because here's the thing that I want you guys to remember. People hire coaches who feel clear, confident, and trustworthy. So if they land on your profile and all they're seeing is a whole bunch of food pictures and they have absolutely no idea what it is that you do, that doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel clear. It doesn't feel trustworthy. Okay, so number one, we have to actually get this dialed in. So you have to be super duper clear with who is your ideal client. Who is your ideal client? Who is it that you are serving? And what is the challenge? What is the problem that you solve? Not what it is that you do. And this is really, really important. There's a difference between what it is that you do, which is transformational coaching or intuitive coaching or, business coaching. There's a difference between that and actually talking about the solution that is solving a very, very specific problem that they say that they have. And so I talk about the difference between talking chocolate, the language of chocolate, versus broccoli. Your ideal client is asking for chocolate, but you keep talking about broccoli and you keep sharing how they need to eat broccoli, but that's not what they're asking for. So this is super, super duper important. As a matter of fact, in all of my programs, whether you join me inside it's a Success Studio, Six Figure Foundations, or Activate Abundance Academy, we start here because if you are not clear with who it is that you help and who it is that you serve and the problem that they say that they have, and being able to communicate that in a way where they can actually see that there is a step, a process, a way that that can actually get results, and you're not doing that consistently and repeatedly over a period of time, you're going to really, really struggle. Okay, so we have to do that because that is going to be the basis for the programs that you create, the messaging that you create, the content that you create, the community that you decide to create, all of it. This is the basic. So we don't pass go here unless we're really, really clear here. And this is not about niching down, okay? This is actually about getting clear about your ideal client, specifically what is the problem that they say that they have, what is the solution they say that they want, and what is your process that takes them through from where they are struggling to where it is that they want to be at the end. Okay. All right. Number two, visibility shift. It's a daily practice, y'all. It is not just, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll feel like it today. Maybe I won't. The coaches creating thriving six-figure and multiple six-figure businesses right now are visible consistently. Okay. Not once a week, not only when they're launching, not only when they feel inspired, right? Daily visibility. And here's why. If you are not visible daily, there's a good chance that people are not going to actually find you. Because the truth is, not everybody is on Facebook every single day, right? Or maybe the timing that you shared a post, they don't see it until much later. But daily visibility is so critical. It's so important because it creates familiarity. Oh my gosh, that is such a hard word for me to say. Familiarity. Wow. Trust, credibility, momentum, and opportunities. Okay, so this is really, really important, y'all. You do not need, and hear me say this, you do not need a large audience. You do not need fancy funnels. You do not need expensive ads to do this. You don't even need a massive team. The number one thing that you need to do is consistency. You have to show up on a daily basis, not just when you feel like it. Okay. And you can do this with a very simple Facebook profile. You can do it with a clear message. You can do it with a willingness to show up and serve people daily. Okay. So I want you to also remember that every single day, like honestly, this could take 15 minutes or less, y'all. Small daily visibility compounds over time that builds massive business growth over time. Okay. So hear me say this again. When you are showing up daily, those little things actually start creating trust and familiarity and belief with the people that are seeing you, reading about you, hearing your content, watching you if you're going to do a Facebook Live, sharing different ways that they can see that clients are getting support with you. Okay, all of that is super, super important. And again, the reason why I personally like Facebook, and y'all are here either on Facebook and I love Substack too, absolutely. But there are two main platforms that people spend the majority of their time. Okay. Facebook has over 3 billion with a B users. Okay. YouTube is the second one. Okay. So between Facebook and YouTube, that's where people hang out the most. Now, I love Substack too. I wouldn't be streaming on Substack. I wouldn't be sharing my thought leadership on Substack if I didn't think that that was valuable and important. It's another platform where people want to experience you, where they want to see who it is that you are. They want to read long form content that is going to help them to walk away with a piece of value, right? But you have to be visible. You have to be visible where people are hanging out. And again, the reason why I recommend Facebook, using your Facebook profile, but also a Facebook group, is because we know that that is where the majority of the people are spending their time. Okay. Now, even if people are saying, oh, well, I'm not on Facebook anymore, or I'm not on this, or I'm leaving social media, that's all well and good. But the truth is, there are 3 billion people on the planet that are actually on Facebook. So there are more than enough clients for you to actually support, but you have to show up so they can find you. Okay. The third step that I want to share is not necessarily about a posting strategy, but it's still really, really important. And look, we don't just like randomly post and pray that somebody is going to reach out, right? We want to build relationships. And so, what I want to share is that when you are visible, when you are showing up on a daily basis, sharing a message, sharing how you help people get results, sharing and talking about mythbusters, not mythbusters to show, but like myth busting some of the problems that people are having and how you can actually help them, like I'm doing today, right? I'm giving you 3 specific tips, visibility shifts that you can create that's going to actually help you create more visibility that turns into clients. Okay. But posting alone is your marketing component of it. It's not necessarily your sales strategy. Okay. So you have to do more than just post. The coaches making money are not just posting. They're not just creating content. They're actually having conversation. So I want you to think of your posting as like a gate to the garden. Okay. It is allowing you to walk into the garden, plant the seeds in the garden, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to harvest, everything from the garden on that day, right? It is an opening. It is the first part where you are attracting ideal clients, speaking their language so that they can see you, hear you, feel understood. Okay. But then you also need to make sure that you're reaching out to the people that are responding, the people that are raising their hands, the people that are commenting, the people that are engaging with you. Okay. So visibility leads to connection, right? We don't just ghost people. We don't just post and say, well, I'm posting on Facebook, but nobody is reaching out to me to be my client. Well, what are you doing to create the relationship, right? What are you doing to create the connection? Are you responding to comments? Are you sending messages to people? Are you nurturing people in your audience? Are you inviting people into your community, maybe into your Facebook group? Are you actually talking to humans? And this is really where I see a lot of coaches stopping way too early. They post, but they never nurture. Then they never connect with people. And so they never are leading into feeling confident or comfortable inviting people to work with them. Okay. So I just want you to remember that your next paying client is often already watching you. They just might not yet be responding. Okay. I see this every day. They need an invitation. They need a conversation. They need a deeper connection, right? So, for example, if you're doing a Facebook Live, you can certainly ask them to comment, right? Comment below if this is making sense, right? Comment below if you are, give me a big V if you feel that you need more visibility so that your ideal client can find you. Comment with a big C if your ideal client is still unclear, if you're still unsure about who it is that you help, the problem that you actually help them solve, one main problem, not a general category, okay, but one main problem, right? So these are things that are going to allow your ideal client, when you're asking them to respond, when you're asking them to engage, for you then to get into this beautiful game of catch with people so that you can serve them, understand where they are, what it is that they're looking for, so that you can then give them an opportunity to have a conversation with you. And again, a conversation and connecting, nurturing and connecting is actually not asking them to buy. That is a relationship that needs to happen into the middle. Okay, so there's three things that my ideal clients focus on, my paying clients inside of Activate Abundance Academy. It's also what I teach inside of the Success Studio and Six Figure Foundations. And these are the four main revenue generators. Client attraction and visibility has got to be number one, because if they can't find you, if they can't see you, you don't get paid. Okay. Number two is responding to the people that are engaging with you. Again, you have to show up consistently, right? Because people are watching. And if you don't show up consistently and you ghost them after a while, you're breaking trust with them. They're going to feel like, well, I don't know. She was here last week, but now she's not here this week. And I don't know. Where is she? Like, is she even like a real coach? I don't know, right? So you want to make sure that you are showing up consistently, repeatedly over a period of time, because that trust compounds, okay? And then we get into the connecting and the nurturing, right? And you can do that in multiple ways. Again, if you want the four core revenue generators, that is a brand new handout that we created for our clients. Just comment core four, and I'll make sure that you get that freebie as well as the show notes, okay? And then finally, once we are in a relationship with people, then we can actually invite them to work with us, right? We have to earn that trust. We have to develop that relationship. So if you're not being visible, we got to start there. Okay. And that's what this training was about, is to help you know three things that you can do to actually show up daily to be visible. And it doesn't have to be hard, y'all. Okay. So I want to ask you this. If you showed up consistently for the next 90 days with a clear message, daily visibility, relationship building, and invitations, your business would look completely different by the end of the summer. Because the problem is not the algorithm, you guys. It's that people simply don't know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. And the beautiful thing, though, is that we can actually fix this. It's actually a simple fix. Okay? So if you want help fixing this, if you want help identifying your ideal client, if you want help creating and crafting a message that is attracting the right people into your ecosystem, understanding how to nurture people once they're reaching out and getting in that beautiful game of catch, which feels easy and fun, and then ultimately inviting people to work with you, I would love to invite you into the Success Studio. So this is my monthly membership. This is a very, very special place where I help coaches stop overthinking things and start implementing and focusing on the real needle movers that create clients. So think about visibility, attracting new leads into your ecosystem, messaging, conversations, relationship building, invitations, and having a simple client conversion system. Okay, because building a thriving coaching business, getting to six figures is really not that hard. But you do have to do some specific things consistently. Okay, so inside of the Success Studio, this is what you're going to get. And I'm so excited to share this with you. You get live coaching with me 3 times a week, y'all. The first week, I do a business training, which is very, very specific around visibility, client attraction, or soulful sales. Okay. The second week is an open Q&A call. And we had just an incredible call today with all of our Success Studio clients. You can come, you can ask me anything about your business, and you get real-time live support directly with me. The third week of every single month, we actually do networking, because leveraging each other's audiences is a really great way to grow. It's going to allow you to actually share what it is that you do in other people's audiences, bring people from their audience into your audience, connect and collaborate. And we've got people every single month that are connecting and collaborating with each other to build and grow their businesses. You also get visibility and marketing support. You get relationship-led sales training. You get implementation, like we're actually going to do the work there, and a beautiful community. So if you're ready to stop being invisible and start becoming known and paid for what it is that you do, I would love for you to join the Success Studio now while we still have our legacy rate. So I'm going to share the details. I would come back here after we finish streaming to share the details with you. But all of this juiciness is only $127 a month, y'all. You get personal live coaching with me, support to help you attract the right leads, to create relationships, and make daily sales. This price is actually going to be increasing to $197 a month. And when you join this week, I've decided to include something extra special. It is our 40-day cash activation course, and it's going to be free. I normally charge $497 for this course. When we run it live, we charge $997 for it, but you're going to get the exact system that's going to help you to create a cash infusion of $5,000 to $10,000 in 40 days or less. Plus, you're going to get a private one-on-one onboarding call with me so that I can hear where it is you are, what's going on in your business, and how I can help you create the biggest win in your first 30 days. We're also going to give you access to the Abundance Bundle, your Business Builder Toolkit, the Content That Converts Bundle, and the Ultimate Messaging Template Toolkit. Now look, when we added all this up, everything that was inside of this studio, the value is well over $20,000, but you get it all for, you can do one payment of $1,297. That actually gives you 2 months for free. Or you can do 12 monthly payments of $127. So I really want you guys to hear that when you are showing up, when you're focusing on the right things consistently, and you have support, and you've got a way that you've got somebody that is actually going to have their heart, have their eyes, have their brain with you, this really creates a huge difference in your business, right? Coaches need coaches. I'm a coach and I have multiple coaches. I have a mindset coach, I have a business coach, I have a book coach too, right? I get in rooms, I connect with people as well. And it's so important to know what it is that you're focusing on, the most important needle movers that are actually generating 80% of your business. Okay, so come join me inside of the Success Studio. If you want more details or if you want to hop in a quick chat, like 15-minute chat with me to ask me more about it, just comment studio below and I will be happy to send you a call link where we can just hop on a quick 15-minute chat. Or you can DM me. So just send me a DM on Facebook or send me a message inside of Substack and just say studio, you'd love some more information. Happy to do that. Okay, guys, go join me inside of the Success Studio. We got to get this handled. We got to make sure that people can see you, they can find you, they know what it is that you do, how it is that you help them so that you can get paid by sharing your gifts, right? We're not going to just like go get another certification. That doesn't work. We're not going to duct tape and popsicle stick our business together with all of the courses that we never open and the free downloads. Like you want to have live support to help you put these things into place so that you can have a real business and not just struggle with an expensive hobby, wondering, why do I not have paying clients? The Success Studio is where you get to attract the right leads and make daily sales in your business. And I would love to have you join me there. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you are listening to this as the recording in our podcast, please go ahead and check the show notes below. We will make sure that you get access to either the Core 4 or our notes. You just need to reach out to us. Let us know that you want the notes for this episode and we will send them your way. If you want the Core 4 revenue generators, definitely pop in Core 4 and be sure to hit subscribe so that we can see you. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great day and I will see you next week for another weekly Soulful Abundance business training with Chris Williams. Take care.